Henshaw here again. More current events, and this relates to some of the ones I've done in earlier videos tonight about the Republican National Chairman, Ronna McDaniel, claiming on Thursday that she was bent on being litigious in response to the idea of the national popular vote and effectively doing away with the Electoral College. Now, to be sure, the Electoral College hasn't been a perfect institution. I'm not going to suggest it has been, but given the alternatives, because now what they want to do is, as the movement's leaders say, the agreement would not abolish the Electoral College. The electoral system would still be used, but the electors would be distributed based on the national popular vote instead of the state's popular vote, winner take all method. Whoa, that's saying a lot in one paragraph. National popular vote. Now, the idea being that, and by the way, almost any serious constitutional scholar, even Robert Reich, agrees that the state legislatures, control the electors and who they vote for president. If that's true, then how can you change over to a national popular vote and not effectively do away with this, at least the state legislatures? We're taking the power away from them, and now it just all goes on to one national popular vote. Well, what the hell? Think about what this means. I mean, my gosh, you win handily in New York as Hillary goddamn Clinton did 4 years ago. Florida, California, Texas, and one other big state, perhaps Pennsylvania. All the rest of the states, North Dakota, see ya, you don't count in this system. You wouldn't count. It's just popular vote. That's not the way it was done here. And this is the best system ever devised for a national election of this type. And bear in mind, even at the time, this was supposed to be a government of defined and limited powers. And they were still trying to prevent the branches from unifying together and trying to get around the Constitution. Thinking if you got a president in there that could do that, and who has a lot of power as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, although it was much more limited in an earlier era than it is today. But you can see there was cause for concern. And they realized that the small states, especially the small rural states in the South, where I'm from, would effectively be wiped out. They would have no meaningful say in the government at all, and especially with them already being outvoted in the House of Representatives. Now you have the House against them, the President against them, and they can barely manage to stay level in Congress. What that means is just about any laws they wanted to get passed north of the Mason-Dixon line will get passed. Simple as that. Now you don't have to overcome the presidential veto by 2/3. But think about it. They're doing away with, and as you know, those of you that follow my videos, what's the crown jewel of my unopposed issues? No states. This confirms it yet again. If they think they can do this without an amendment to the Constitution, which so far as I know hasn't been suggested and almost certainly would never pass, I mean, what the hell are they doing here? So I agree with the chairman of the RNC, who probably won't have a clue about any of the issues I'm talking about. That's how abysmal the state of ignorance is with these people in politics these days. They don't even know the right issues. If you're listening here, Ms. McDaniel, maybe you can pick up a thing or two. And if you want to hire me, and use my services to help you get by with all this stuff, I'm available at a really reasonable rate. Although I do work for gold and silver coin only, you should know that one up front, not taxable income. And I can help with some problems like this, and give the Republicans a heads up here, and keep you in power. Not that it's with the two-party system, and really doesn't matter. We got a party and a half maybe, but at least the Republicans in there is a hell of a lot better than the Hillary Clintons of the world and whoever else. So in any case, yeah, we'll see how this goes with, I can't believe this is a serious proposal to do this. And if I get a longer article about this, I'll report back more on it later and see if there's any details as to how they expect to pull this one off. Well, it looks like to me they would need Harry Houdini to pull it off here, but we'll see about that. In any case, subscribe to my videos, like them, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.